Welcome back to the Royals Guild, and today we're still in the mall. So last time our party learned about their mission from the pretty much the people that run everything. I named these characters. I should know their names by heart. Liam, Elizabeth, and Ignatius. I'll pull them into the capital city building of Nexus City, to tell them that they're all tasked to find their way to the country of Zara, and get into the city of Garurul. They went to a coffee shop called Caffeine and Spite. You even want to say Smite, because I think I'm thinking of Bowman. That's what it is. And they met their new companion, Barrick. Barrick is an informant for Sir Liam McCarthy, and informed them more details about their mission. They're all now in the mall, dispersed to get some supplies for their long journey ahead of them, and we're going to pick up from there. All right, so who is going to the blacksmith? That is Ellinor and Flora. Cool, we're going to start with you guys. So you're walking through the mall. You get to Cloak and Dagger, one of Oliver Raine's storefronts in the mall. Oh, only one in the mall. And you walk inside. You're greeted by a orc woman. She's very polite. She says, "Oh, welcome. Today's sales, we have a 2-for-1 special on daggers, and we have a special going on right now. If you buy 4 rune-crested bracelets, you get one free." Yeah.
What do those do?
Well, I mean, it depends. We have some fire runes. We have runes for good luck. We have runes for fertility. We're really trying to mix into the whole arcane magic kind of thing, but that's kind of a new thing for us.
Sure. Yeah, is Oliver here?
Oh, you want to talk? You want to talk to the boss?
If he's around and not too busy.
Oh yeah. Let me get. What's your name?
I'm his mother, Ellinor.
Oh my god, he's gonna love seeing you. I'll be right back. In this very tall, very muscly orc woman just runs off into the back, and Oliver comes out shortly. Mom, what are you doing here? I thought you got drafted.
I did. And we're in need of some supplies, for the mission that they're sending us on. And they said that we could pick up our own things. So I thought you might be able to help us out. And I'm very sorry, but I can't really tell you more about what the mission is, but I can tell you about the people that we're going with, and maybe you can point out some good items that you think would fit them and their personalities.
Yeah, I guess. And he kind of pulls in. What do you mean that you can't tell me anything about it?
They told me that it's a very top secret mission that we're supposed to be on, and I just it's okay. We're gonna be okay. But
Mom, are you okay? Are they bribing you? Are you being blackmailed?
no. For some reason, when you know how we went into the mountain, and all of the individuals that met with us for this draft position were granted gifts from that day at the mountain.
Okay.
So it seems that our fates are tied together, and this mission is dependent on all of us participating. It I know how it sounds, sweetie.
It sounds fake.
Yes, and I understand your skepticism, but well, it seems like um well, Sir Liam, Father Ignatius, and Elizabeth. I didn't write down her name.
Foster.
Elizabeth Foster. You know, the three. They they
Yeah.
they spoke to us directly. So
I,
this is of very high importance.
you know how, you know that thing where you say something, Mom, and then you're just like really trying to us down when we were kids, but it would actually, in fact, bother us even more?
Yes.
That didn't help me.
Oh.
You're not
Uh,
going. They're not sending you to Velkelm, are they? They're not. You're not going to go to the front lines, are you?
no, no, not at all. This is something different. I can't really tell you more, and I wish that I could.
Okay. Well. Okay. I'll talk to Dad. I'll make sure. Dad knows that you're not draft. You're not like going to boot camp right now, does he?
Oh, I haven't been able to contact him. You're the first person I've seen from
There's
our family.
Mom. There's
So,
payphones everywhere. You can use the
oh,
store phone.
yes, right. Uh, I'll call your dad before I leave.
Thanks. I don't want to be the guy that be like, "Hey, did you know Mom didn't get sent to boot camp?" And he'd be like, "What?
Okay, but maybe you could tell your sister. Uh,
You
I know
want
she's a little sensitive. Um,
you
but
want
y-
me to talk to Emily?"
yes,
Oh God, I'll do it, but she's not gonna take it well because she's want to know more information than even I do.
yes. But I've told you just about as much as I can. Um,
Okay.
and you were always so good at calming her down.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's look for. Oh God, who? Sorry, Mom. Who is your fairy friend?
I'm so sorry. This is Flora. She's a fairy. She's the sweetest. So excited to be working with her. Um, Flora, this is my son, Oliver.
It's really nice to meet you, Oliver.
He reaches out, shakes your hand. Okay, cool. All right. You can't tell me a lot. Are we going to a hot place or a cold place? Are we going in? Are we doing seafaring adventures? Long range, short range? Give me something to work with.
Longer range across a variety of terrains. Um, I
Okay.
believe we will be on a boat at some point,
Okay.
but that's not the intention of the mission, is not on the boat. It's just transportation. Um,
I
Okay.
think a
what's
lot of the people that we're with aren't really the fighty types, so
That's true.
maybe something that we can, like, point and shoot from a distance would be helpful.
Okay.
Yes, simple weapons as well.
Yes.
Simple weapons. Okay, so we got nothing magical, nothing with.
Well,
Unskilled.
magical
Oh,
would
okay.
be good, but nothing too well, let's how do I put this? Nothing that you would need to be incredibly intelligent to be able to wield.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I
Something that we wouldn't accidentally hurt ourselves with, maybe.
okay. Flora, was it? This is a weapon store. If you're not careful, you will hurt yourself regardless of what you touch. I have a butter knife. I've cut myself on 3 times.
I mean, I've used a short bow before. I mean, I didn't really. I mean, I've used it a little bit.
Okay, well, we're not in the arcade. We're not in the old times. We have guns now, and so we can get guns.
Oh.
Unless
Those
you
are
want,
probably good.
unless you want something a little more analog like that.
How about some of both?
A little bit of everything, Mom. That's how you always were.
Maybe a
Well,
dagger
you
too.
you you know me. I love trying out new things.
Well, this sounds like you're definitely trying out something very new and very fun. Side note, Kyra,
Yes.
has not Ruth, God, I need to know all these. Has Ellinor spoken about her connection to Solar with her family?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Kind of. Like, not in like extreme detail of what exactly happened and like how much it's affecting her, but like basic, like in the mountain I was given a gift of like I'm sorry.
That you spoke to Solar and you're helping him out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So they know the gist, but not everything.
Right.
Cool. All right. Yeah, so we can go in the I mean, I'm not going to charge you for anything, Mom. I want to make
Wait,
sure you're
no.
safe.
Can I
They gave
We-
us money.
Wait, the government gave you money?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The government can give you money, but the amount of money that they owe me for supplying weapons to them is backlogged.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, that does seem unfair.
Then I'm definitely taking your money. All right. Then
Yes,
I'm
it's
definitely
the government's money. You're taking it.
definitely taking their money.
On the government's tab.
Cool. He brings you both into the back. This is a magical mall, so every store looks a little bit bigger, is a little bit bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. He brings you back. There's a huge warehouse of things. And we will resolve all those things in a little bit. We're going to go to the next people. Who is getting food? That's Ruth and Marrika.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Were you guys planning just to go to like the food court and then having Barrick? He did mention that you could make you basically could preserve it with magic, any food you find with magic in a way or so.
Then yeah, that sounds good.
Yep, cool.
I'm gonna find a grocery store, but that works.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's a mall. So,
Right.
there,
Yeah.
we'll say just for fun, because this is a magical mall, there is a grocery store at the food court.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Candy.
Fantastic. Yeah, so you guys are walking through. While you guys are just walking through, because you started at the coffee shop, are you guys looking for anything in between that wasn't necessarily on the grocery list of things? Like anything you personally are looking for or anything like that? Anything you want to pick up? Trinkets? Toys?
I don't. I told Akari to get me a wand, so Ruth is expecting Akari to get her a wand.
Okay, cool.
Or something magical. So Ruth is just going for food.
Great. And Akari, not Akari, Marrika is also doing that. Just going for
Yeah.
food.
If I see a store, because we didn't talk about this last time, and I just thought about it. If I see a store where there might be, something like walkie-talkies, I guess.
Oh, a communications device
yeah.
of some sort. Okay.
It's like I have my drones, but that's not gonna work for everybody.
Sure. Great. Fantastic. So you guys are looking around. You're looking for specifically for walkie-talkies. Great.
Yeah.
You guys are walking through the mall. You're in the food court right there. Ruth, you see a tabaxi woman sitting on one of the tables. She spots you and she starts waving you down, ushering you over. And
Do you know her?
No, but she seems to know me. So I'm gonna walk over and go, hi.
Okay.
She's ushering me over, right?
Yep.
Okay. Both of us or just me?
Just she's making eye contact with you. You can get the gist that she's ushering you over. Sorry for the disturbance. You are you related to the prophet Bianchi?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my mom.
Oh, fantastic.
Do you watch her show?
Yes, and I donate all that I can, but I've lost many thing, and I'm having a lapse of faith right now. If you wouldn't mind sitting with me and talking for a little bit, and we could.
I can't handle the chat right now. Everyone calm down. Okay.
Your mom's a fucking televangelist?
We're all watching the show.
We went over it.
we did talk about this before.
Sure. I just feel like I'm being hit anew with the
We
televangelist.
all knew going into this.
Yeah, but
I knew they were religious. I didn't know they were scam other people out of their money religious.
it's just such big news.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for Ruth.
So happy for Ruth and the private jet that her mom bought.
The private yacht.
Marrika is just thinking to herself, because Marrika is learning this for the first time, and she's just going, and you couldn't buy some better clothes? Only inside, but
They're modest
she
clothes.
meant to say it inside, but it does come out in a murmur.
They are modest clothes. Anyway, sorry, Sam.
I give Marrika a point of inspiration.
Oh God. Yeah, actually, Marrika, you can go ahead and give yourself a point. These sick burns, love them. Keep it up. So this tabaxi woman, she ushers you over. She asks you if you are available to help her in her faith. She knows that you're the daughter of this prophet, and she's just asked you if you have some time.
I am cautiously looking over at Marrika. I don't know how much I can help. I'm not a prophet like my mother is. I mean, you really would have to go and speak with her.
I wrote to your mother, and I donated thousands, and every last cent that I had, and she hasn't responded. And I called, and there was always on waiting, and I just, that's fine. You can go.
Ma'am.
Go to your friend.
Oh
Ma'am,
no!
What are you struggling with right now?
Yeah.
And you are?
I'm
Are you also of the faith?
no, nope. But we are currently working together,
Oh, okay. Well, that's
and I just what's going on?
it's. This woman leans into Ruth. Is she a believer of one? Is she a follower of one?
I went in the mountain.
Yeah, I think that she has some gifts.
Okay. Great. Would you mind taking a seat as well?
Okay.
This is a long story.
Here's the thing, ma'am. I understand you are struggling. We do have a task that we need to accomplish. So I was just wondering if you could give us the abbreviated version. I am
having a lapse of faith because my family and everything I know is gone. So if you can give me a brief synopsis of how to fix that, I would love that.
Can I ask how you lost your family?
Not it.
Not it. We are from Velkem, and the servants of death have taken them.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Everyone?
The only survivor I know is my son, but he's still back in Velkim.
In Velk? Hold on, I'm pulling up a map.
It's the most northern part.
Oh, so not anywhere near where we're going.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I traveled very far, and I've always listened to the radio station when your mother was on, and I hoped that she could help, or at least put in a word for one in my favor, but I'm losing hope.
I'm really, really sorry this happened to you.
You are?
Yes. And can I be completely honest with you about something?
Yes, of course.
Stop giving my mom money. Don't give her any more money.
Oh, okay. At this time, Marrika,
Yeah.
you notice who Elizabeth Foster just walked in, and she's carrying a bag full of the things that you've asked her to.
The medical stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not
Can I
my
have your first and your last name?
My name. Did I name this name NPC?
And your address.
My address. I have no home.
Right, but where are you currently staying? Are you at a shelter? What area are you in?
I'm here.
You're at the mall.
can I what's an can I like try to read if she's like if I give her a once over, can I tell if she's like
Do you
a good person? Because I don't know, Marrika lives by herself and she's not gonna be home for a while.
No, really.
My house.
No,
You
here.
need a student apartment.
I'm gonna get my house key and I'm gonna give it to this woman. And I'm gonna say, no. Here, this is my house key. If you go, knock on the door, and let my mother know that her daughter Ruth personally wants you to stay in my room while I'll be gone. I'm not using it. And if you've already donated and you've already called to my mom and she hasn't responded, this is the least we can do for you.
Oh, this is very, very kind. I know you're very busy, but I do have one question for you. Mm-hmm. At this point, Elizabeth Foster is walking has gone a little bit closer and is now like, hey, to Marrika.
I'm fascinated by what's going on here, but I'm like, yeah, hang
on. She sees you wag your finger, and she'll just, okay, I'll go get a coffee or something. So she leaves down the hallway, heading back towards the coffee shop where you guys just came from. I do have a question for you. Sorry, what was your first name, Bianchi? Ruth. Do you have a connection to one? Like, do you talk to him like you talk to them like your mother does?
I haven't been blessed with my mother's gifts.
Do you think one forgives everything?
I do. I really, really do.
You do? Good.
Yeah.
Good. At this point, we're going to cut away to the next group. That is Haley and Ari.
Incredible. That's going to be tough to follow up on, Sam.
Great. So
I don't know what we're going to do to follow up on that scene. That was great.
Great. So you are both going to get potion supplies and rune supplies for cold stones, correct?
We've got a list.
Okay.
Ice cream?
Yeah, we're going to the Cold Stone Creamery.
Yeah, that's right. Great. As you guys are just walking through the halls, you know it's a pretty standard mall. I would say where you guys are going is probably farther back in the mall than where everyone was. You see just random stores just open. There's like toy shops, clothing stores. There's some maintenance workers working on something right now. There is a really big, like obnoxiously placed car in the middle of the mall, and it's
You always
definitely just in the way.
Always gotta have one of those.
Can we move it?
No, it's not in your way, but just in the walking path of everybody. You can walk around it. It's okay. Yeah. So do you guys want to?
Haley, I just as we're walking and like trying to find this right store, I just wanted to make sure like this is a good time for you and I like clear the air.
Sure.
Because like earlier when I was like blah 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 blah, but like it was a little like I don't know rougher. It's been a hard day, but like I totally get what you were saying, right? Like I see them too. Except I don't like to call them strings, but like I totally see them too. So like it just
Do
threw me
you?
off at all.
Hey, do I believe her? Can I roll a check for that?
Yeah. Let's. Okay.
Wait. I've got my world's tempo ability, right? Which that should allow me to make a brain plus special to
Yeah.
see if she's lying.
Yeah. This will be against. I mean, Akari, do you want to really hide this, or do you really want to make
Okay.
it convincing?
I have an explanation. This is full earnest.
Okay, great. Yeah, so you can go right ahead. Roll for Haley.
Okay. That is a 19 on that. So I think with that, if Sam, if you'll allow me
Well,
to.
just 1 second. Akari, I do want you just to roll a charm check plus, add your D12 plus your modifier.
14.
14? Okay. Just want to make sure.
Sam, if you'll allow me to sort of like narrate the way that I interpret this earnestness.
Sure.
I think Haley interprets it as Akari certainly thinks she sees what I see, but I don't think she does see what I see.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Haley's just general observation and plus the world's tempo ability, you can kind of pick up on Akari definitely thinks that they think they do the same thing that you do.
So yeah, this is a good time to clear the air. Earlier, I'm sorry, you had a weird reaction to what I was saying, and I apologize. I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Like I was just thrown off because like not very many people can like we'll use your word strings, like we can. So it was just like threw me off for a second, but like have you like made money off of this? Because like I would make money off of this back home. People come in and be like, "Ooh, tell me about myself," and I'd be like, "Yes, I see lots of wealth and your connection to lots of people and lots of prosperity."
I mean, that's not really how it works for me. I can see the sort of strings, and since we haven't slept yet, the ability's still up, so I can still see them coming off of everyone around us if I, focus in on it.
Very cool.
I can, I see the strings coming off of people, but unless the person that string connects them to is close by, I don't see who that other person is, right? So if I were trying to like do some kind of fortune telling thing with
Mhm.
it, as you seem to be suggesting, it would be I don't know, I wouldn't have all the information I would need to again, unless they brought some like if someone wanted to know, if someone came in alone and they were like, oh, eh, you know, my cousin is in I'm worried about my cousin. Can you tell me if they're okay? Well, I wouldn't actually be able to tell them if their cousin was okay because I wouldn't know what, you know, thread that is coming out of them is attached to their cousin. If they came in with their cousin and they asked, "Is my cousin okay?" I wouldn't be able to tell them if their cousin was okay because all I could see is the string that connects the two of them. I wouldn't be able to tell anything about their
Sounds like your
relationship from that.
sounds like your gift is a little different then
Yeah, I think it probably is a little bit different from what
from
you,
my gift.
but yeah, I mean, and also, um, I don't know that I want to turn this into sort of a money making thing. That feels like I don't know.
No, we
I
none of
know
us
we're
do,
literally
right?
working for the government, but it feels like selling out. Um,
Sure. No one's in it for money. We're in it to help people. Totally. I get that. And I'm right there with you. We can go spend some of that money now.
yeah, I'm good with spending the government's money.
Great.
Um,
I need to
also,
get Ruth a wand,
what?
and I need to get Ruth a wand
Okay,
and all the things to make charms and a couple of other just essential travel items.
sure. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, while we're shopping too, I'd also like to keep an eye out. For do you have a Walkman?
Do I do.
Okay.
Of
So
course,
do
could you
I.
ask that?
I mean, you know, everybody has a Walkman these days. They're never going to go out of style.
Well, I prefer my cassette player actually. Like my Walkman
Oh,
skips,
yeah.
and my cassette player doesn't. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
and
you
I like
know,
to bounce a lot when I walk.
sure,
You know, a little bit of attitude, a little bit of fun.
sure. I get it. I get it. Well, anyway, I was thinking that you know, this is probably gonna be a long trip. People are gonna want some tunes. I figure everybody probably has either a Walkman or a cassette player. We could go pick up some music,
Oh my gosh, should
some
we buy
CDs
just all
and
your
tapes.
music?
Uh, yeah, I mean, we could get whatever music people are into. I usually like to listen to, you know, other punk artists, right? So that I can sort of get a sense of like, you know, what else is going on in the space right now. Um,
I like
uh,
that. We can do that
and
too.
you know, I don't know what kind of music you like, but
It's an eclectic mix. Like I used to date this guy that was really into like hard rock. Really my thing, but after hanging out with him, he was like it just seemed so right for him, so I liked listening to it. But back at the magic store, like we like more indie neoclassical, I don't know. I'll pick it
I
out.
I,
It'll be
I
fun.
feel like you'd really dig like like a modern you know, folky sound.
I love that. That sounds great. We can make a game of this. Why don't we, when we go find the music store, we'll each pick different music for everyone else in the group to listen to.
Great. Sounds good.
Right. But Madge, I need a wand because Ruth is like maybe my new like friend, and I don't want to ruin that.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you said you had some other things you need to pick up, some supplies for these charms and all of that. So yeah, we can hit up the magic shops and see if we can get all the stuff on your list, which is right here in the group chat. That Sam, you could just tell us how much the list costs.
I think you'll be fine.
Great.
Great. Looking at a directory of the mall, you guys probably think you could probably find the majority of things if you just go to wands and VHSs.
I
The
love
magical move.
Whatever is easiest for you.
Yeah.
We delayed your shopping episode by 1 episode. Whatever is easiest.
No, this
for
was
you.
definitely 2 episodes. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah. So I think definitely wands and VHSs. Yeah. So you guys walk in. It's kind of like it's kind of set up how like an old Blockbuster would have been. There is a music section. But around behind the counter, there is a glass case that is just full of wands, and magical items.
Sam, I do have one question for someone who's never played this game mechanic before.
That's everybody. So yeah, go ahead.
As someone who's very familiar with platforms like D&D,
Mhm.
Are there set spells that we use, or is this like, if you can think it, you can do it?
I am so glad
Does everyone
you
need
asked.
a one?
So,
Or is like, if we have innate magic abilities, do we just do it and try to roll for it?
So, the way that this is good, this is actually a good game mechanic question for everybody who is watching, all 5 of you.
We love you.
We love you. Keep watching. Basically, magic is obtainable in this world. Anybody that wants to do magic can do magic. There are certain races that have special abilities that allow them to do it easier than others. But generally speaking, if you have an ability to do magic, you can do magic. So like if you're somebody that needs a wand, so like let's say a human or like a half elf, somebody that doesn't necessarily have magical innate abilities, like the ability to fly or shrink like a fairy, you'll use a wand and you basically tell me what you want to do. I would set the DC, and that's that. Now, specifically to this campaign, all of you have abilities that I wrote out for you. You can do those abilities or things that relate to those abilities or those abilities a little bit reflavored. Pretty much when you want. Again, I will set the DC and you can roll it. But because you're using your ability, it will be easier to do that versus just saying like you have a magic wand, you want to make a giant purple platypus appear. That would be a little bit harder than it would be for, let's say, Haley wanting to use the strings to find somebody that's lost in the middle of the woods.
Sure. And as we grow, as we progress, it's going to be easier for us to cast a giant fireball versus right now, it might be a little harder for us to cast a giant fireball.
Yes. I do have a question for you. Are you trying to cast a fireball in the VHS store?
No, I'm just trying to understand the mechanics. Blockbuster must be protected. Its days are numbered already.
Yes, that was a very good question. Now, I have alluded it to in the campaign a couple times. There is magic, and there's also analog magic, and there's like arcane magic. So analog magic is basically your runes, things that you have to write out, things you have to like prep, stuff like summoning circles. That's analog. Arcane magic is just something that you learn from like a wizard spell book, and just regular magic is something you get from like an item or your natural ability.
Thanks. That makes sense. Correct me if I do something wrong.
No, I think I told you guys before we started to do this campaign. It's just you try something, and I will say that if you can or cannot do it. This is a new thing for all of us, so questions are welcomed.
Great. Thank you for indulging.
Fantastic. Okay, so like I said, there is a music section, there's some VHS tapes, there are there's CDs, records, and there are also wands and magical items behind the counter in a glass case.
Which wand looks... Haley, which wand do you think looks most like Ruth? Like, which do you think will speak to her?
I'm gonna look at all of the wands on display here, and I will just say, is there like when I'm looking at the strings, do I get like a vibe of what each person is kind of like based off of that?
I want you to roll just your d20, so your special die.
Yep.
I'm going to say the DC is at, because you're still very new at it, the DC is going to be 18.
Big money, no whammies.
String check.
String check.
14.
14.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, so I look, I don't know, and I'm trying to think about what she was wearing, and like she's very
Modest.
She wears plain clothes.
Beige.
I feel like she needs a splash of color.
Oh, okay.
As you guys are having
Yeah,
this
something to
conversation,
open her.
Exactly.
as you guys are having this conversation, behind the counter pops up a goblin man. Hi, how can I help you?
Oh,
We need a bunch of stuff.
A bunch of stuff? Well, we got a bunch of stuff here.
Then we came to the right place, man.
Oh, fantastic.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Flick.
Flick. Got a last name, Flick?
Flick Flop.
Flick Flop. Wow. Okay, great.
oh, Flick, you're gonna be so helpful to us. We need
Absolutely.
2 wands,
2 wands.
and I hand him a list of things we need.
Fantastic. Flick can get right to that. For the wands specifically, because back in the old days, wands were crafted by magic users, but now they're mass produced. So, do you want a wooden wand, a plastic wand, a metal wand? There's a glass wand. Do you want one that's made of crystals? That's going to be a little bit more expensive. Do you want one that was made in Nexus City? Do you want one that was made maybe over in Cyclone City? Like what do we got to do here?
What? Okay, so we need 2 wands, right?
Mhm.
We're not getting any more wands, 2. So,
Does
obviously,
anyone else in the group need a wand? before
yeah. That's a good question. Anybody else want a wand?
Anyone need wands? Just 2? 3. We need 3 wands.
Okay.
Okay.
Does
We know
my
that
little,
information. We asked for 3.
Does my little connection to
You
have
have
does that count as a that counts?
that is a wand.
Got it. Thank you.
We need 3 wands.
We need 3 wands. Akari, obviously, you should pick your own. I think for one of our friends, Ruth, we really want to go for something like very bright, very colorful.
Okay.
But really high quality materials.
Definitely high quality, but bright and colorful. And for our other friend, Flora,
Maybe shorter?
Say that again.
Shorter? Manageable?
yeah. I was thinking, she's a fairy, so maybe something, definitely a wood wand for her.
Okay. Got it.
for sure I would want for her.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think a you or maybe a holly.
Well, so fairies actually. One second, and he runs down. He runs down the steps that are behind the counter that you can't see, and he's a very short
like
goblin. He pulls open a drawer, climbs on top of it, pulls up another drawer, climbs on top of it, pulls open another drawer, climbs on top of it. These old bones. Oh, these old bones. Okay, I need to get more employees. Pull.
Like,
Reaches
do you need
up
to
for a-
levitate? Magic could do that.
It's more complicated than that. Trust me.
Yeah.
He reaches up, pulls out a tiny box that looks like no bigger than a matchbox, and it goes, "Okay, so fairies, and this is based on the old magic rules. Fairies don't get wands made out of wood. Typically, they get made out of whatever realm the domain that they live in. So, from what I guess by the name Flora, she's a flower fairy.
Did you have a
Would we
flower
confirm
wand?
that based upon the information we know?
I mean, Flora's decked out in flowers.
I have a whole flower dress on.
I think that's a good guess.
Okay. God, sorry, it was a long way down.
We gotta take a breath.
Opens up the matchbox, and this giant, well, not I'd say giant, this regular size sunflower stalk just pops right out, and it looks dried and kind of warped into like a staff. And up front, there's the head of the sunflower. Every petal is a different color that seems to shift in the moving of the light. This is the last wand I have that was made by a fairy.
Oh my god, we take it. We'll take it. 100%.
So we're getting these 3 wands, right?
Mhm.
Including this nice one.
Yep.
And the rest of this list. Then we pass you the list. How much is all of this all together gonna run us?
Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be a lot. It's not one of yours birthdays, is it? We have a birthday discount.
You
Oh
know
my gosh.
what?
No. How could you tell?
You know what? It is her birthday.
I try to
Can
hide
you
it
believe
so
it?
much because getting older, I'm not about it, but like, oh my gosh. Wait,
Oh, you don't
what
look
was
a
this?
day over 35.
You are just so special.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I myself am in my 40s, and he's like an older goblin man. He's got hair coming out of his ears.
Oh, and here I was thinking you were younger and in my league.
Thank you. I'm very youthful in my family.
So
I
anyway,
saw her
how
going up
much
and down
with,
the little
with the
boxes.
birthday discount? How much with the birthday discount?
Well, the birthday discount's 10%. To get all the things that you need from this store. Did you guys want to add music?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna run you
priority.
about $400.
Easy. I will cover for the birthday girl, and I pull out my 500 and pay for it.
Oh, lucky girl.
Lucky him.
Okay, so two other ones we have to discover, and the other one you just said colorful, right?
Colorful.
Yes, it seems that she lived a very sad life so far. So we want something that every time she has to spell, is reminded that she is so special and so unique and the most important girl in the world.
That is so sweet of you. I have something just right. And
I knew you would.
he runs down the steps behind the counter, and he pulls out a drawer, he pulls out another drawer, climbs. All right. and then he pulls out a box, opens it, and it's one of the most obnoxious looking wands that have the little star on the top of it, and that whenever you swish it, it goes ring, ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think that's the one.
absolutely this one. Absolutely.
This is
one.
made out of glass, so I would be careful with it, physically. There is a lot of magic embowed in this, so if it does break, I would run.
Sam, question. My knowledge of the arcane.
Okay.
Is this a good investment?
Is this
Or-
one a good investment?
Is a glass wand a good idea? Because I do want Ruth, because I'm so scared of the fact that I may have my first friend. I want to make sure that she has the best.
Okay. Okay. You and Goody, your one of your
My
your
boss.
mentor,
Yeah.
your parent, Goody knows a lot about this stuff and has endowed a lot of this information to you, and you would know from that is glass wands are not very durable.
Yeah.
When
That is such a pretty wand. I'm just worried she seems a little clumsy. So maybe something a little more sturdy material.
Oh,
Is there like a polished oak or like
do you have like a painted wood wand? Is that a thing?
okay. Let me try to pawn this off for years now. Puts it back in the shelf.
does it break?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. There you hear a very distinct by one's might. Oh boy. All right. Fine. Try to figure this out because they're not here.
Again?
Okay. Huh?
His name again?
Flick.
Snack? Snick?
Flick.
Click.
Flick flop.
Click.
Flick flop.
Listen, Flicky. You don't need to worry about like impressing us. I can already tell that like you're overworked here. You know it. You know what's in your head. You just get so bogged down in like the day to day and like annoying customers like me
Oh.
that just want so much and ask so much of you. But I know that you actually know it's good.
Roll a charm check.
Ooh.
And we're gonna say this is against his grit.
Ooh.
The DC is 7.
I got a 9.
Okay, you're good. Fantastic. All right. Flick goes, all right, fine. Oh. Sorry, miss, what was your name again?
3.
Fantastic. Could you, he points, he's like on one end of the counter. There's a light switch over there on the end. Could you just flick that on for me? I need to go in the back, see if I can find.
Absolutely. 2, 1.
You flick it on, power goes out.
Ooh.
So we're going to cut back to our friends at the blacksmith store, Ellinor and Flora. So Oliver has bring you into the back of the shop. This is the place where customers usually don't go, but he wants to kind of give you like a VIP experience because you are his mom and his mom's friend. Okay. So you were saying one is kind of dresses kind of alternative, more like stripes and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a young man. We're going for Haley right now?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that straight?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you might know him. I don't know if you've listened to his music. Apparently he's in a band. His name is Haley.
Osborne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he released a single record a couple years ago. It popped up and it was on the mall's playlist for like a hot second, and then somebody
Oh.
realized that someone hijacked the music player at the mall's office. So, yeah, I heard it for a couple of hours, but then never again. I don't know, not really into that kind of stuff. You know me, I'm more
Sure.
into folk, you know?
I know. But, you know, I don't know everything about you. Um,
Rogue cat.
That was amazing.
she's angry. She wants dinner. Okay, anyway. So he's got that like alternative thing going.
Yeah, he also he came here a while ago to wanted to get his sword put into his guitar.
Oh.
Is that
Yeah.
a thing you sell? He might like that.
No, it's completely custom order. It was weird. I mean, it wasn't hard necessarily. I just basically took out the neck of the guitar and just put the sword right there.
Doesn't seem super practical, but
That's what I said to him.
I'm
I said to him.
okay. So I don't know if maybe you might have some thoughts on what he might like. He's about your age, but I know you are running different circles, obviously.
Yeah, well, I remember his kind of his style. I got some rings that just came in from Stonehelm. I got like one's a fire summoning ring, and
Mhm.
one's a ring of, oh god, what did they call it? A ring of psychic ability. Basically, it just allows you to
Ooh.
pick up rocks. I didn't really get it, but it's a gimmick. People like these types of things.
Okay, let's do those.
Okay, those are going to be about $75 each. So,
That's
Okay.
fine.
okay, great. All right, cool. So, and you were telling me about this other girl. She kind of dressed, I think Flora said modestly is the
Yes,
way to describe her.
She seems quite religious, like a very close follower of one. So I imagine she hasn't had a lot of worldly experience yet, and this may be a difficult transition for her. So I'd like to get her something that might make her feel safe, but something that would be comfortable for her to use.
Okay, safe and comfortable. I have a cobalt steel shield. It's a little bracelet cufflink, and what happens is you can just kind of, and he pulls it out, and there's just a little shield, not a big one, but it's like basically the size of like like a minivan's tire.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and it weighs almost nothing, but it's not super durable though. It could probably take maybe a dozen hits, and then you probably want to start banging it out again.
That's okay. I think that's a good start for her,
Okay.
for sure.
It's gonna be at 150.
Okay.
Great, and we had
And then we have the young lady who she had a skateboard and she seems into science a bit that she was studying at the university, I believe.
oh, yeah. I guess I got some shock grenades if that's any use. That basically what they do, you toss them out, and it basically immobilizes anything within a 10-foot radius.
That seems like a a good tool to have in our toolbox for sure.
Yeah, it's also not super lethal too. So like, good for crowd control is what the Great Alliance used it for. Crowd control, as they like to say it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
That's well, hopefully we won't be doing any of that. But
Well, you never know.
yes.
Okay, great. They're gonna be about 25 a piece. And I got about a dozen in there if you want all of it. Actually, you know what? I'll sell you. Let's say we're gonna do 150, 150, and I'll give the other half with it. It'll be like a BOGO deal, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's very good.
Great. And then that leaves, I guess, you said you had 3 more. Then there's 2 of you
Yeah.
here. One is
So there's another young girl. She's quite vibrant, so something exciting for her. I'm sure she would enjoy. But she does seem a little bit troubled. So I think perhaps we could look at some sort of gun for her. Is what
Oh.
I'm thinking.
So, Mom, let's walk this back. You just said this person is troubled, and you said,
Oh,
"Let me
not
get them a gun."
Yes.
Okay.
I see where that could be confusing.
You do know that I am a mandated reporter because of what I sell here. Is this person is in need of a mental health evaluation?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. All right, a gun. Well, was she like a bigger person? Like, is she like more muscular or more like fit and lean?
I mean, she's a bit taller than I am for sure, but that's not hard to do, is it?
Mom, you're the perfect size, Mom.
She's a bit leaner, as I recall it. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, she's thin.
Okay. Yeah, we could do. I mean, I got like a pistol, if that's something. Do you want like a 9mm?
Does it come in any fun colors? I just feel like I don't know.
I feel like
I mean,
just black would be fine. Then it will
Okay.
match all of her outfits.
okay.
That's true. Yes, that's so smart.
Great. Fun colors. That's weird. All right, now I guess that just leaves you two. I know what I'm gonna give my mom. So Flora, what do you want?
I don't want a gun.
Okay.
I grew up around flowers. I mean, I haven't needed to use too many weapons. If you have I have tried to use a bow before. I could try a bow. I know that's old school though. I don't know. What do you recommend?
Okay, so no flowers here. Whew, okay. So you're a fairy, so you're already pretty quick, so I can't really do anything about that. While Oliver is talking to you, I want you just to roll me a d20.
Me?
Yep. Just tell me what you get.
5.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we can... That's a little bit harder for... You know what? I have some gauntlets of quickening.
Okay.
Make you a little faster.
I can always be a little bit faster.
Yeah, I mean...
I would like to be able to help my friends in a fight, though, if there's a fight, instead of just flying away, though.
Oh, okay. I got some brass knuckles in the discount bin.
What about one of those daggers the salesperson mentioned that are on sale?
Oh, yeah. Sure, you can take a dagger. That's fine. They're going for about 15 right now. A piece.
Okay.
And I think they're on BOGO. Or something like that. I don't really set the sales. That was the orc lady. She does the whole marketing thing.
Let's be safe. Well, these are weapons, so safety is key. But let's grab 10 of the daggers then. If you have those available, we can if anybody else would like one, we can grab a few.
Yeah.
You can take as many as you'd like, Flora.
Yeah, and they're 10. They're BOGO, so they're so 10 of them at $15 a pop. That is going to be
75.
Yep.
Wait.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have
Okay.
any bows?
We kind of went away from.
Okay, no,
Old
that's fine.
stuff.
No worries.
I mean, you could probably find something at the arcade. I don't know what the durability would be. Like.
No worries.
Okay. Sorry about that. Mom.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you something that I've been working on personally. And this is something that ever since you you went to the mountain, you came out, you were a little bit different. You were really more bent on studying this Solar person. Maker. I've been doing a little research myself, and I have something that is more traditional. Had to really dig for it in the mountains of Stonehelm, and I may have went to Velkelm for a brief second. Don't be mad.
Oliver, we've told you how dangerous that is.
That's okay.
You're an adult. I know. You're
Mom,
grown.
you're always
can
going
do-
to be my mom. Okay, you can scold me. That is okay. Okay, can you
I'm just glad you came back safe.
Yeah. Follow me. It's in my office. And follows you into the office. Hey Flora, can you hit there's a button right there, and it basically releases all the wards on the back on there. I just need you to, if you could do that for me.
Sure.
You hit it?
Can I? This seems a little bit. I mean, it's her son.
Well, what it does is it just by wards, I mean, it basically says that we're closed for a second. That's all that's
okay.
happening.
All
yeah.
right, sure. I hit it.
Sorry, it's the salesperson said it that way, and I have to say it that way for safety sense. It's just a whole thing.
I thought of one other item. I was just wondering if you had it really quick. Not that I want to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Do you have anything small for my chipmunk friend by any chance?
Okay, I haven't seen a chipmunk in here. Mom, did you give her a chipmunk?
No.
Oh,
The mountain did, but he's really really strong. So, I don't know, maybe some like brass knuckles or something to keep him safe, just in case he's the one who really needs to do the fighting.
Okay. Give me a second. He goes to a workstation over there, pulls out a drawer, and takes out a bobby pin. And he goes, "Okay, 1 second. I gotta get my tweezers." And he molds little brass knuckles out of this bobby pin and just goes, "1 second. We gotta fortify them." Takes them, lights a flame, and douse them with steel. And he goes, "Tss. I just made brass knuckles for a chipmunk."
Yay!
so talented.
Okay, this is gonna be a weird company meeting next month. Okay, Mom, great. Flora,
I'll hit the button
hit the
now.
switch. Great, you hit the button.
Yes.
What do you think you're doing? You think you're trying to save the world, maybe?
I'm just gonna try to pretend nothing's happening.
You hear the voice. Power goes out. Back at the food court, we have Ruth and Marrika listening to this tabaxi woman. So, you say that one will forgive all, is what you said.
Can
Okay.
I check using Eyes of One to see if she's been touched by one Solara or Death or the other ones?
As
Because
you
now I'm scared.
as you do that, she goes, "Oh, I hope that I hope they can forgive me." Eyes
Yeah.
black. Power goes
Yeah,
out. Gates come down around the food
Yeah.
court. All the stores are all gated up. All exits are all gated up. There's no alarms, and there's nothing going on. It's all just power out. As
What?
that happens, a rune on her chest glows, which shoots up into the middle of the mall food court, along with 6 other people sitting at tables at the mall at the food court, and a big summoning circle starts showing in there, showing in the middle of the ceiling. I hope one can forgive me. I have given everything to one, and to your mother, and nothing. The generals of death said that I can have my son back if I do this. So please, tell one to forgive me. And her body starts morphing into this monstrous beast.
Yikes.
We're gonna roll initiative for Marrika and Ruth.
What do I roll?
Just a d20.
Okay.
No modifiers. It's just gonna be how you where you start.
Guess who didn't bring out her dice?
This-
If you guess Zuzu, you'd be right.
This is the fun thing about Kids on Bikes is there's a lot of things you can do with just role playing, but this is one of the things that you need dice for.
Okay, we're just rolling a flat d20.
Flat d20, no modifier.
8.
8. Cool. What did Marrika get?
I got an 18.
18. Cool. So the way that this is gonna go, and this is a round chat. This is a round thing. So you have to do things in a certain amount of time, or shit happens.
Okay.
So it's going to be the servants of death. Marrika, Ruth, servants of death, and then it's going to be our other friends' turns, and they're gonna have to figure things out. Okay, sound good? All right. So, as I said, all these members of the Servants of Death have just popped up. Runes have been growing from their chests and shot up into the ceiling, and now a summoning circle has now appeared on the ceiling. Well, I say the ceiling; it's in the middle of the air. Okay. The first Servants of Death, which is the tabaxi woman that was right in front of you, it now turns into a skeletal-like monster with pumping black ooze and then with bones encasing around her body. And she looks at you. Please forgive me. And then she goes to attack Ruth. Ruth, I need you to roll a grit versus her fight. She gets a +2 modifier to her fight, and she's just punching you essentially. So you have to beat a 7.
7.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beats it. Okay, so she lands a hit, but nothing. You don't sustain any damage whatsoever.
Okay.
You basically just kind of like push back a little bit. She's still mid transformation at this point.
Okay.
It's gonna be Marrika.
You said gates came down?
Gates all around have come down, and the
Fine,
power
big
is out.
For drones to get through.
The gates are
Or the
they're
gap? Like, is the gap big enough?
as the gates are falling down.
Just like in between the like. I'm imagining like mall
Yeah,
things. Are those big? How big are my drones, basically?
I will say
Could
that
they
you. I will say that you can finagle it. That the drones can fit through. I will say it's going to be a brain check on top of that. Just
Sure.
so to see. I'm going to say the DC for this is going to be 15.
Okay. Because I'm gonna summon 2 drones, send one to send one to each group.
Okay.
That says, soldiers of death in food court. Powers out. Can they respond to me? I don't know. Gates are down. There's 6 of them. Stay safe, I guess.
Right.
And I'll send that out to everybody.
Love that.
So you said a brain check?
Yep. 15.
Wait, so you messaged all of us too?
Basically.
Cool.
It's not instantaneous. The drones have to
Yeah.
get to you.
Okay.
If I'm wielding my shield,
Mhm.
I brought my shield with me because I was getting drafted. So I can add that bonus, right?
Your shield.
From the mountain?
Didn't you do a bow and arrow?
No.
Oh.
I got a gun. I got a laser gun.
Oh, that's right. If you are holding your shield, I will say
It's on my
sure.
back.
Yes. But that shields add grit.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a +2 to grit, +5 to fight, and +1 to brain.
I think the brain was something else. But okay. Yeah, sure. You're fine.
Okay. No. Okay. That was an 8. No, 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Since it's your mechanical ability too, I'm going to say that add a d20.
Oh, that's right. Wait, no.
It doesn't say it, but since you're using your ability.
Okay. I see. Okay, so that's a +19.
Okay, so they make it through.
Seems
They're
like
able just to fly right between the gaps. I would say that these drones vary in size every single time you summon them.
Yeah.
So you can summon them to your needs. Great.
Okay.
Awesome. Do you want to say anything before we go to the next Servants of Death?
I do want to look around to see where, like, did Elizabeth Foster, is she within?
She would be on the other side of the first gate that passed by.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna go. Okay, should have talked to her.
she's currently sitting at the coffee shop with Barrick, being like, "Oh wow, it's been pretty quiet." Pew! Huh, that's weird. I did see some maintenance people, so must be working on something. Okay.
I guess, yeah, I'm gonna, like, get into some sort of position to, like,
Great. The next servant in death. He is going to. Basically, he's going to try to summon something out of this gate, out of the summoning circle. Okay. The DC for this is 10, and he has to do it several times. Everyone has to do it. All of them have to do it several times, just so I'm clear. He did roll an 11. They get no modifiers to this. He uses his ability, and there is a arm starts to descend through a giant arm starts to descend through this summoning circle. Along with it is 5 more ghoulish characters that are wearing the emblem of the Servants of Death, which is a skull that's painted on their face. And they are now out and about.
That brings the total to how many?
There's 3, so this is 9.
9. Okay.
All right, Ruth, your turn.
How far in the air? Oh, wait. So that person, did he just go up to the summoning circle? Did he touch it?
Nope. He has a connection to it. You can see this beam or this red beam that's coming from his chest right there. But so he's not physically touching it, but it is connected to him in a magical sense.
How far in the air is it?
I would say it's probably about 20 feet above you. You do have this one monster in front of you that is attacking you actively.
If I try to leave, does she get like an opportunity attack?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. How
Isn't
far
it
away?
There's not
Zuzu?
D&D, but
I understand that. I'm just seeing is there equivalent of that kind of rule? How far away is the summoning circle from me?
you are on the ground, so 20 feet diagonally above you. So yeah. So
the guy's about 20 feet from me.
the guy who just summoned those is going to be on the other side, and like I said, it's at an angle. So this guy is probably about let's say about 30 feet away from you diagonally.
And how far is the gate from me?
20 feet. You're like in the middle of the food court. That's the
Okay.
thing.
How much can I move in a turn?
What's your flight?
My flight is D4 plus 3.
D4 plus 3. So not very far. I would say you can within a turn you can probably move 10 feet.
Okay. This rune on her, does this look like it is etched into her skin or on like a stone?
It is etched into her skin.
God damn it. Okay. I'm gonna reach forward. This may be a very big mistake.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I'm gonna reach forward and I'm gonna try to touch the little rune that's etched in on her skin, and I'm gonna try to destroy it.
Lovely. Okay. So, this is going to be a fight check.
Okay.
Okay, this is basically you are trying to touch her and she's trying to not let you touch her. So it's going to be versus her grit.
Then I lose.
What's your fight at?
My fight is D6 plus 2.
But you're trying to destroy it, so you add your D20. Because that's your special.
So it's a D6 plus 2 plus a D20?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, she got a 5 on her
I got
grit.
a 27 because I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, great. So, I want you to tell me your full intentions from the minimum to the maximum that you want to do. Because you did roll really fucking high.
I did. I want to try, if I can, and I've never done this before, I want to try to destroy her connection between her morals and death.
Oh.
And I'm gonna tell her that I really, really do forgive her.
Okay. Fantastic. So you touch her rune. You say, I forgive you. What the monster she was turning into disappears. The rune just evaporates. And the summoning circle above disappears. You still have the ghouls on the ground, plus the other 5 members, but this tabaxi woman goes, what was I doing?
You're okay now. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Just get somewhere safe. Just get somewhere safe.
She runs off. All right. That threw a disruption in my whole fight thing. So, what the other members of the Servants of Death are gonna do. they're gonna see that you did that because you didn't say that you were trying to be sneaky, and they're gonna go after you and Marrika. Okay. One of them pulls out a rifle, aims for Marrika specifically. This is going to be a grit check for you, and I'm going to set your DC now. Okay, the DC is 17 versus your crit.
I got a 12.
Okay, so that was 5 more, right? That said 17, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that was 5 more. So it's going to be instead of a hurt, you're going to go down to an injury.
Ouch.
Great.
Ow. Fuck. I got shot.
Awesome. Not awesome. The other servants of death, you know what? I'm going to do a vibe check for them. See how they're feeling. Whoa. They start running away. So you still have the 3 ghouls on the ground. We're going to resolve their situation afterwards. We're going to go over to our friends in the magic shop, and the lights just turned off.
Flick.
Yeah, there was some maintenance guys earlier today. They said they were going to be doing this afterwards, though. After we closed.
Okay.
At this point, the drones are bending around the corner, and you've received the message from Marrika.
Oh shit.
You
Okay.
hear it in her voice?
Yeah, it's a voice recording.
Or... Okay. I just didn't know if random technology was telling me, like, come save us.
Hello, please come save Marrika.
Oh, I hate it when you do that voice. Flick, hold our order. We'll be back for it in a few minutes.
Okay, we have a 48-hour holding policy.
We don't need the full 48 hours.
Okay.
We'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. That was weird. The drone spoke.
It's dark, right?
Yeah, you're in the mall. There's not a lot of lights. There's some skylights in the hallway outside, but it's dark in the store.
I saw where a couple wands were. I'm swiping 2 as we run. I don't know which 2, but I'm swiping 2.
Okay.
In addition to the 3 we're already getting.
We'll come back for that later.
Okay.
Our friends are in danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
My one friend is in danger.
So, so I did make a mechanic in case anyone shoplift in one of these stores.
Incredible.
So, Akari, need you to make a brain check. Actually, this is going to be a grit check, specifically.
Oh, you sure you don't want to go back to brain?
Nope, this is grit.
So much better.
This is going to be grit. As soon as you walk out of the store, this happens.
Ooh, 7.
Great.
That's the best I can do.
Now, I want you, the viewer, to know I worked retail for several years, and shoplifting was a pain in my butt. So this is a very personal thing. Marrika, you take basically the equivalent of 1 injury of psychic damage from leaving the store. So you go past the hurt, you can go all the way down to injury.
Wow.
He got hurt as much as I did getting shot.
You fall on the floor.
Wait, Sam, are you saying that shoplifters should be shot?
Nope, I'm not saying that. I'm saying stealing from small businesses is bad.
Wait. Okay, I need clarification. This is me this is happening to?
This is Akari. Yeah.
To Akari.
Yep.
This goes to which injured point?
Injury. So instead of you're not hurt, you're the first injury.
The first one or the last
the
one?
first one.
Okay. First
Akari
one.
skip
Great.
over her.
So you're still conscious, but you fall on the ground immediately. Flick goes, And I thought we were friends. Grabs.
Wait, hey, that was an accident. It's
Did you
so.
not hear that message? Our friends are in danger. I'm gonna throw the wands back at him.
Thank you. I will still hold your items until you come back.
Thank you, Flick. And I turn to Akari and I say, "We don't need the wands. We can do this without the wands." Are we on like a balcony that gives us? Because I know you previously described this as like a spire mall, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
It's the spiral mall. So it's actually all one level, but it's just spirals up.
I see. Is there a view like down to the food court?
No. It's all one hallway.
How long is it going to take us to get to the food court?
If you book it, 5 minutes. Unless
I think it's not going to be over by the time we get there, but we should
somebody can get there real fast.
Yep. I jump over the edge.
What?
Yep, I'll meet you down there.
There's no edge. It's a hallway. It's just a straight hallway.
Oh, it's just a fucking hallway?
Just a hallway.
I was picturing like a spiral with a nice courtyard in the middle.
Nope. It's just one spiraling hallway. There's no ledge. It's very unsafe.
Well, our friends had a good run.
Do you have a way to get there faster? I say as we start running.
Like, maybe. Hold on, let me read my fucking character sheet.
Akari says.
Pulls out a cheat sheet. Reads it.
I can tell you the ability specifically.
Yeah, but yet that uses all of my points. But my new friend. I have to try and save my new friend.
Mm-hmm.
Can I bring him with me?
It would be a brawn check to carry him.
Well, that's not gonna go well. Oh yeah, that can't go well. That's my D4 plus 0. That can't go well.
Did everyone dump their brawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. That's
What
all
else do you
chipmunk.
expect from this group?
I love
I'm
that.
a 60-year-old woman.
My brawn is D10 plus 3.
Oh,
Ruth is
Ruth
buff.
Strong. Is Ruth?
Ruth's the fighter.
You can't see Ruth's muscles underneath the modest clothing, but she's ripped.
That's between her and one only.
Okay, I am going to we don't have any sort of like health potion things, anything on us, right?
Nope.
I don't think so. Well, we do what we can. I'm gonna look to Haley. I'm gonna say, look, keep running, and like get there in the end, okay? But like, I need to go make sure that Ruth is okay.
Yep. I'm on it. I'm gonna just keep going.
If you don't show up,
I'm
will cut
already
off
running.
your
Yes, I will get there when I can, as quickly as I can.
You guys are exasperated as
Right.
you're talking and running.
Yeah.
I'm gonna suddenly leap forward. Because we're looking at each other, Haley is probably going to see my eyes, which are like dark brown, suddenly turn like bright scarlet. And I like throw up my hands and mutter a couple things under my breath. And like very Doctor Strange-esque, I like lift up my clothes that tied black and yellow flannel that's oversized. Like there's a sudden wind that like unfurls that and it flows out behind me. And then suddenly I just float and disappear down the hallway.
What the fuck?
While you're moving as fast as you are, you're kind of in this weird vortex around you where everything is moving fast. past you. For you, for anybody witnessing, you would appear in a second, but for you, it would be a few minutes because everything kind of slows down, but you. Everything kind of speeds up, but you. Around you. It's kind of like going warp speed, right? Or, yeah.
Yeah.
And a familiar voice says to you, "It's good to see that you're using my power for once."
Literally, I don't have time, okay, Mr. Thunder? You and I have talked like once before. My friend is in super danger.
If you allow me to help you, I can help that. I've done nothing but helped you.
No, I totally agree. It's just I don't want to lose another friend. I want to try and do this myself.
Okay. Well, advice I can give you. Power's out. I am now the power of lightning. It might do you some good to turn the lights back on. And the voice fades away. Now, question for you, Akari. Do you want to be behind the gate or past the gate?
Where is Ruth?
Ruth is past the gate.
I'm past the gate.
All right. Ruth and Marrika, you see Akari basically appear out of thin air.
Eyes still glowing red. Is everyone okay?
Are you okay? What happened? Where'd you come from?
Ruth! I tried to steal something for you, but like this absolute dick stopped me. Here, hide behind this thing. I'm gonna hide behind something. Grab.
I'm gonna try to grab Marrika and go with Akari.
Marrika actively bleeding from being shot.
Think of a shot!
Great. We're gonna cut away, but real quick reminder, Akari, this ability does last for a minute, so you still can move fast.
Oh, so I could bamf through the gate?
Yep. But if you want to bring anyone with you, it is a brawn check.
Oh, jeez. Do I know if they would get hurt, me slamming them against the door like that?
Do you think if you would get hurt if you slammed against the door?
I mean, probably.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stay hidden for now.
Great. All right. Back at the blacksmith. Lights just turned out. Oliver goes, "That's weird." Anyways, Mom, let me show you this real quick before
Wait.
figure that out. What? What's up?
Well, Flora, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
You say I'm fine, Flora, and you just see her. You know that's a lie.
Can I like walk? How big is this area? Can I like walk a little bit further away as casually as I can?
Sure. Yep. You can. Oh, like you want to get out of earshot?
If possible.
You can get out of earshot. This is a bigger warehouse than it looked like before.
Are the lights off because of you?
I mean, I'm not the one with bad luck. You don't see the figure. You just hear the voice. You can also try to spot the figure if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Great. Brain check. DC is going to be 18.
Oh, I need a D12. 18?
18.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I could burn a point to make it.
You could also, if you want to do something circusy about it, you can, and make it a little bit easier for you. You just got to tell me what you're doing, and add a D20.
I'm going to... I'm going to look up towards the sky, and if because I'm assuming I can't see him down below, and the lights are off, so I'm going to look up instead, and I'm going to try to, like, not exactly parkour, but I was doing the trapeze part. I'm going to try to, like, parkour my way up a little bit higher.
Sure. You want to? That's your circusy thing.
That's my circusy thing.
Okay. I'm gonna say add a little charm just for a little bit flair. Just roll
on top of.
It's instead of brain, it's gonna be charm plus your d20.
Plus my d20.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
DC's still 18.
Is a 0 a 10? I think I got a 10. 12. I got 16.
Okay. You do not see the figure.
Okay.
We're going to cut away from you for a little bit. Is your friend going to be okay? They just... this is Oliver talking to Ellinor.
I don't know, but
well,
I'll be sure to check on her once the lights come back on.
Okay. Well, let me give you this real quick. He pulls out a key, sticks it in a little cabinet that's in this desk, that's in his office, opens it. A little secret door pops out on the side, opens it, pulls out. This is a fragment of a gem that has said was a gift from Solar. I had to go quite a bit of ways to get it. I was going to break it apart and make you a ring to help with your connection. But I think I don't have the time to do that. So
okay.
Here, can you just... and it's like the size of like a golf ball. It's like, here, just... this is for you. Just... I don't know if it's going to do anything for you, but it might help out.
Thank you. I really wish you didn't go through all that trouble, but I appreciate it. And I'm really sorry I can't tell you more about what's going on.
It's okay.
But if I can, I'll try to call.
Okay. I would appreciate that. I mean, I'm having a really hard time the past few years with the store. The steel supply has been a little bit harder to get with the borders of Gorul kind of closed off. They make the best steel in the land, and I'll have to get everything from Stonehelm, and they've been jacking up the prices. So I don't know if I will have the time to answer a call, but I will do my best.
Well, maybe things will look a little bit brighter once we complete this mission.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a hint. At this point, the drone shows up and tells you what's going on.
Do I hear it where I am?
Yep.
Can I'm still out of earshot, right?
Sure.
Can I say, are you related to the servants of death?
You think that you're the one that can ask questions? Fine. If we're going to be acquainted more, not necessarily.
What does that mean?
Figure it out. It fades away.
I'm going to go back to Ellinor. I think we need to go, and we need to help our friends. but I also think there might be something maybe bigger behind the attack. I mean, it's the Servants of Death, but yeah, we need to go.
Yes, I agree with that. Oliver, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, no, you should go help your friends. He heard the message too.
And I here, and I'm gonna hand him. I suppose we had $1,000 between the two of us, being
Yeah.
Flora. So I'm just gonna hand him $900.
Okay.
I think that covers all of the costs that we went over, plus a little bit.
Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that.
And good luck. I hope the store. I hope things get better. But take
Yeah,
care of your sister and check on your dad every once in a while if you could.
I will. He'll be very bored without you. I love you, Mom. Good luck.
Love you. I love you too, Oliver. Laura, let's go.
How far away are we?
I would say you're definitely closer than where Haley is. I would probably say you're about a 3-minute run.
I'm gonna burn 2 points to give us both acrobats agility, so we can move through the sky freely and with great speed. And I can apply this to both of us,
Yep.
right? Can I do it at the same time?
Yep.
So we're flying and we're zooming.
Okay.
Everybody else has a way to get down there quick. I'm just huffing and puffing.
I love that for
Everybody some
Haley.
string.
It's just good.
Great. We
My
will
abilities are
resolve.
all social.
We'll resolve the rest of that in just a little bit. Marrika, quick question. You had 3 drones that you could send out. Did you send one out to Barrick?
Not initially.
Okay. Good to know.
I was thinking about that
Um,
in the meantime.
as Ellinor and Flora are flying down this hallway, Barrick peeks out of the coffee shop with Elizabeth Foster and just goes, "What's going on?"
Our friends are being attacked.
I left you guys for 5 minutes.
I don't know what happened. I just know
Just
they're
come
being
along.
attacked. Are you coming?
Okay, one second. And at this point, you're basically right there. So you're all outside the gate right now. We're going to go back and resolve what's going on the inside of the gate right now. Marrika, it is your turn. These ghouls are looking at you hungrily.
Hungrily? Well, shit.
I'm counting.
Yum, yum.
Do I see a? The lights are still off, right?
Yep.
Do I see
Specifically in the food court, there is a skylight, and it is middle of the day, so you have good visibility.
But do I see panel in the wall close by?
There's an emergency fire switch,
Yeah.
probably about 5 feet from you.
Okay. Yeah. Can I try to get to that?
Sure.
And then I'm gonna use my hacking the mainframe ability.
Okay.
To take control of the electrical system in the mall to, at the very least, raise the gates.
That would be great if there was power.
Oh, there's no.
Power is out. Now, if only there was somebody that could power such a thing.
Oh my god, if only.
Now, I will allow you guys to take a turn out of place, and if you guys want to work together, you can totally do that.
But she's all the way over. If
You're 5 feet from each other.
oh wait, she bamfed in. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck! I can't. Ah!
What do you need?
I need to turn the power back on.
Okay. Can everyone like look away for a little bit? Or
What the
I
fuck?
don't know. Just
Can
Ruth's
you
gonna put her hand over her eye.
can you do something?
Is Akari getting naked? What?
Ruth, you're so sweet. I'm gonna just like leap, still moving super fast.
Mhm.
Still eyes glowing scarlet. Just stream across and huh. How do we Sam, I realized something. I have entered my first injured health point? Yeah,
Yeah.
my first injured. Um I guess I start losing concentration on something I'm always doing.
Yeah. I guess that we didn't really
I don't know how
resolve
to
that.
navigate that.
Let's say this is going to be a grit check. This grit check is going to be versus. It's going to be versus your brain check. I will roll your brain. And I'm going to set you your DC. Ooh, lucky you. It is only an 8.
And I roll a grit check.
Yeah.
The highest I can get is a 7.
Oops.
But if you get the maximum roll on the die, remember it explodes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what happened last time I rolled. I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry about that. If you get the maximum, let me know, because I will remind you.
Okay.
I can't have all your sheets pulled
So
up.
we're
at the
really
same time.
hoping for 6s,
Yep.
everyone.
Wait, does our special
not-
die explode?
It does
That's
explode.
not a 6. That's a 4. 5 total.
Do you have any points? Because if you
Nope. I've used them all
Yeah.
to get my friends.
All right.
damn.
So that happened. I will say it is dark right now. There's a little outline that's coming out of the base of your
Cool.
spine. Not a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm
can see
about
it.
to turn on the lights. Cool.
Wait, can I fix the electric?
Okay, so here's the thing. The line to the electrical system has been cut. So you would have to find where that cut is.
Okay.
So, as
I'm-
is there some
Can I
sort of like
pick up a
electrical
fork?
thing?
Or like a plastic, whatever cutlery they have in. I don't have a weapon as far as I can remember yet.
Yeah.
Nor do I have walkie-talkies or anything else.
Nope. There's an there's
Um,
an outlet that is easily accessible to you, Akari.
Oh my God,
I'm
is
not
there a
sure-
fork?
Oh, a
Is
car.
there a
It's
fork?
easily accessible. I was gonna say I'm
Fork in
building
an
one
outlet.
myself.
What? Okay, what do we want to do with the fork in the outlet? I'm very confused.
No, I was just gonna throw something at one of
The
the.
ghouls.
Well, I don't think Akari has tried the electricity thing yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't roll high enough.
No,
No,
that was
no,
a different.
that was
thing.
for a different
Oh.
thing.
That was a secret. That was a secret
Yeah,
thing.
that was a little thing.
That was a secret character thing.
Okay. Sorry.
So I'm going to zoom super fast through the darkness. Oh my God, Ruth, thank you for closing your eyes. I will be right back.
We can
So
say that
sweet.
you
I'm
do
gonna
this
look
on
her
the
on the
other
nose.
side of the room too. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to be near them.
I don't have to touch it?
No. You just have to get to an electrical outlet. This is a mall. There's tons of them all over the place.
Oh. I mean, it's dark. Do I know where an electrical...
I would say with your abilities, you can sense where you could find something.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment. Sniff a little bit. Probably. I don't know. Sense.
Sparky.
Sparky. So glad that Ruth has her eyes closed. I'm going to zip over to a wall. I'm going to lick a pinky finger and just jam it against an outlet.
Okay.
And then mutter underneath my breath, and the eyes, still red, give a bit of a flash. Except one of them turns like a bright blue and like very electricity-esque. I don't know.
Great.
And I will use my Sparks Fly
Mm-hmm.
ability.
Great. I will say, because you're not worrying about the other thing that just happened, no problem. You're able to provide enough power. Marrika, you can see there's a flicker in the lights, and you can get a sense that there's power in the mainframe now.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get the gates back up.
Easily enough.
Okay.
Gates are back up. Now, Akari, do you want to keep the power on enough to keep the gates up?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
you're
gotta
gonna have to stay there for a little bit.
I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna call out Ruth, Raine,
All right.
and Marrika.
All of our friends
But I
are
don't
now
know
on
you
the
well
other
enough
side of
yet.
the gates. The gates are now open. You see Barrick and Elizabeth Foster come out. Barrick, with a flick of his brush, draws on the ground, licks his hand, puts it in the symbol, and a giant ink monster comes out, grabs all the ghouls, starts eating them. Elizabeth Foster has her travel wizard's spellbook, opens it up, casts some magic, freezes the other servants of death that shot Marrika, and basically makes them immobile. Everything's good.
What was that?
Uh,
Ow! Also,
Elizabeth goes, Marrika, are you okay? I have your healing
I
thing.
need it.
Okay, here you go. Hands it to you.
Well, it's just like I'm imagining it's like a Star Trek tricorder thing
Mhm.
that I have been making to just like diagnose things. So like and then I patch myself up.
Okay. You see bullet wound.
Yeah, I got that.
Elizabeth goes, I can help you with that. Opens her travel spell book and just casts a simple healing spell. You're back to full health.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Are the
Well,
lights on?
the lights are on. Do you want?
I'm gonna find a corner or a counter,
Mhm.
and at full fucking Super Saiyan speed, I'm gonna zip behind it.
Great. You zip behind it. Lights stay on. It seems like the maintenance guys figured out what was wrong with it. And yeah, that's that. Bear goes, did you? Where's Haley?
Oh. I pull the sword out as I get in the room. Where?
Okay.
Is it? I got here as fast as I could.
Okay. Great.
Why didn't you come with Akari?
She just fucking disappeared and flew away. She didn't bring me with her. I can't fly.
Barrick speaks up. So, going to assume that you guys didn't get food.
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
Akari and I still have to go pick up our order too.
Oh, okay. Great.
Laura and I got the weapons though. If you'd like to
Can
take.
we have them?
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? What did I miss?
Are the ghouls still here?
No, they're gone.
Oh, so we're good.
We're good. We're done.
We're good.
Okay.
Out of combat. Ruth, yeah, what the fuck just happened?
I couldn't be sure.
we were talking to some lady who is kind of mad at your mom.
Yeah, she was a follower of one, and she was having a crisis of faith, and so she asked my opinion of it, and we had a discussion. She turned out to be a servant of death, and I was able to convince her not to do that.
Why was she mad at your mom?
One hell of a crisis of faith.
Well, yeah, I mean, I couldn't. My mom and I are having disagreements about how to express faith, so I think she was upset about that.
Who's your mom? Why does this lady know your mom?
She has she's a prophet of one, and she has she has a show that she does. Prophet
Yeah.
Debbie.
Wait a second. I think my grandma watches your mom's show.
She has a gift that she got from one, and she uses it to spread their love.
Barrick's looking around. See, Haley, where's Akari?
Oh my God, where is Akari?
Well, hold on a second. I look at the threads, follow the thread to where Akari's hiding.
It's easy to find. It's easy to find her.
Hold on though. So I
cheating.
I figure out where she is, but I'm gonna roll for something here. I'm just gonna make a decision on how I handle this situation.
The dice will decide.
I don't know. I'll look around for her.
Oh, okay. Why don't you guys all just hang out and just decompress for a little bit? I'll do the rest of the shopping.
Well, Akari and I will still have to go pick up our stuff. The Blake is expecting us, and I need to make up for a little blunder we made on our way out. So
Okay.
I'd like to go handle that one personally.
Okay. Barrick pulls out a card and he goes, this is a healing spell that I embowed on this card. If Akari is hurt for some reason, could you give this to her?
Yep.
Great. Well, we'll do.
You got healed a different way.
Yeah.
You're fine. I've seen you wipe out on that skateboard before. You're fine.
Yeah, but I got shot.
Are you back to full health?
I think so, but that.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, and I really hope that doesn't start happening more often.
Well, where were you shot?
In my side, like right
dear.
under my ribs.
It's fully
Sweetie,
healed
why
now?
don't we go sit down somewhere, and
Yes, please.
I'll go get you something to eat or drink.
I'm really okay. I just need to catch my breath.
You should get some water. I'm gonna go get you some water.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Barrick, hey, we didn't add this to our list, but can you find us some walkie-talkies?
Oh, I got walkie-talkies.
Oh.
I'm an intelligence agent. I have that stuff.
Oh, good.
You have enough for all of us to have one that are all connected to each other?
Yes, they only have like a 15-mile range. So yeah, just to keep that in
Damn,
mind.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank
Also,
you.
they don't work good inside through walls, but that's just government issued, not the best.
Okay, so you were able to get us walkie-talkies, and you
Standing
can...
right next to him.
Huh?
He's like government issues are, not the best. Elizabeth Foster is standing right next to him.
Hey, she would agree.
Once people like start dispersing a little bit or chilling or whatever, I'm just gonna like nonchalantly make my way over to like whatever barrier Akari is hiding behind. I will not go around. Is it like a full wall that she's behind, or is it just like a half level like countertop or
I
something?
was picturing like the counter.
Okay.
It's like a half wall.
And I imagine most of the civilians have dispersed as soon as the
Oh,
gates.
you're like the only ones in the food court now.
Yeah.
Everyone's going outside.
So, I nonchalantly make my way over, just pretending like I'm trying to examine what happened here and stuff, and look for Akari, like I said I was going to. And I stop in front of that barrier, and I just sort of turn my back to it as if I'm facing out towards the rest of the food court. And I put the healing card on the counter and slide it behind me, and I just say, that card has a healing spell on it. You need to patch yourself up. I know you got a little banged up from that shoplifting thing that you tried to do. And I don't know why you're hiding, but just so you know, I'd never rat any of you guys out to the feds.
And I also use basically my insight check ability, Draconic Sense,
Okay,
to
brain.
see if he is lying to me.
Okay, this will be brain versus Haley's charm.
Sure.
I rolled garbage, so it's a 6.
I rolled a 14 total.
Yeah.
But I would like to be clear, I am being earnest.
Akari's hands and reaches up over the counter, grabs that card, and disappears.
While you're using the card to heal yourself or whatever, I'll just say, I don't know what that thing you did up in the hallway was. It was pretty cool, but I get the sense, based on the fact that you're hiding, that you are a little weirded out by it.
Sam, how long does it take to use this card?
Oh, it's pretty instantaneous. You just got to rip the card.
Do I know how to use this card?
I would say from your workings with Goody and your general history, you would know. You've seen this before. You've seen something similar before.
Great. No. Instantly rip it. Is that up 1 point?
Full health.
Oh, well, that's charming. After Haley finishes that, I'm going to stand up. My hair back out of my face. Honestly, Haley, you could really be a little faster.
I'm gay. Not interested.
That's great.
I thought you were saying. Never mind.
I'm
What were
gonna
you
reach
talking about?
across the counter. I'm gonna reach across the counter and just put my hand on his hand in a non-advancy way, and just give it a little squeeze. And I'm about to say something, but clearly I think better of it.
I'm so confused. I thought you were implying that I was hitting on you, which I want to be clear I wasn't doing, and in fact am not interested. But
it's okay.
Now it doesn't seem like that's what that was. So
no, but I'm just gonna squeeze your hand again. I think I might like you. Boop.
Didn't
Not like that. Oh my god. Stop. You're a decent person and you came running, just huffing and puffing as fast as you could.
What the fuck is happening?
And
Let's go get our stuff.
Ruth?
after that, you do all the shopping you need, and you all go to the train station. We'll pick
Okay,
up next
on the way-
time. Oh, go on.
On the way to the train station, I'm handing out music for everybody. And I'm like, yeah, I picked up a little bit of just about everything. So really, you can take your pick. I got a couple of tapes for Pretend Wyverns. I got the latest CD from Synced Up. Got a couple CDs by Skittle.
Did you by any chance pick up the newest album from my favorite revivalist group, One's Direction?
They were actually out. That album sold really quickly. I got some classics too. I got some from the Roaches. I got some music from the Longshore Lads.
Barrick speaks up, and he goes, "Did you get anything from the Stomping Mandies?"
You know what? Yes, I did. I got some Stomping Mandies. I also got I did get, if you like a little bit more of that pop folk fusiony stuff, I did get some Shush, Chevy and Daughters. And also, if anybody likes show tunes, I got official cast recordings for the shows Ghost of the Theater, Los Miserables, which is the Spanish version, Fellas and Ladies, and of course, Rent.
Barrick goes, I fucking love show tunes.
I have more, but we'll leave it at that.
We can talk about it
we'll
on the
pull them out.
train.
We'll pull them out.
But for tonight, this is the end of our episode. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for playing. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.